So after you've leveled your RV, you parked it, you have it exactly where you want. Now we're going to set up the RV, and the first step is going to be you really want to set up the clean things first, such as your electrical and your fresh water if you have full hookup. If you're dry camping, we'll talk about that in a different video, but we're specifically talking about full hookup site, which we have right here. So the first thing you want to do is really your electric, because then once you hook up the electric, the people inside can use the AC. They can use the electric to pull up the slide out and all those other things without using the battery itself. So I think the most important thing is the electric, and this is for this RV. It's housed right here. This is a 30 amp wire right here. Okay. There's actually a hole down here. You can come over here where we can feed the 30 amp wire through down here, and that's gonna make it go underneath and make it look a lot more tidy. So
all right, so let's do that right now.
Yep, so we're gonna do this. Push this down. It's a pretty long wire, so you should be able to
You don't have to pull it. Yeah, it will reach, and you don't have to pull it out all the way if you don't need to.
Yeah, just pull it up to the length that you need. This should be good enough. Over here.
Yep.
It should reach over here. Fine. All right. So after that, you can close this door here. And the next step is we're going to get that surge protector, which is located here. And the reason you need the surge protector is it protects your RV wiring and electrical system from either really high surge or under surge, which can ruin the whole electrical system. So really important to have this on before you hook up that plug itself. So we're going to get that, and we're also going to grab the cinch lock to lock this up, because these are pretty expensive. They're like $200, $250, so you really want to protect this as well. So we're going to come over here to the breaker box. So if you have a full hookup site, first thing you're going to look at is you're going to open this up, and you can see what you have. Okay, so this site right here has a 30 amp, has 120 volt, as well as a 50 amp plug-in right here. Here are the breakers. So this is the off position here. You'll sometimes notice that when you plug it in.
And it says right here, on and off. So
yep.
If you look closely.
And this is the 50 amp breakers. This is the 120 volt, and here is a 30 amp volt. So if for some reason your electric is not working, most of the time it's due to the amp or the breakers not being turned on. So
just check it.
Yeah, just check it and make sure you can turn it on. Sometimes we recommend turning it off first and then turning it on after you
plugged it in, so you don't get electrocuted.
Yeah, so we're turning it off, plugging in the surge protector, and you see how the surge protector is not turning on right now, but when I turn on the breaker here, now you see that this lights up right here.
So cute.
It's the power watchdog, okay?
All right.
So now it's working there. So now you can just simply take your 30 amp connection and hook it up to your surge protector. Here. Okay, here we go. Now your motorhome should have electric power.
Do we need to wait for this light to turn on, or does it just kind of stay like that?
This one that will only turn on if there's a problem for this specific model. The next thing you want to do is use a cinch lock. We really like this cinch lock right here. It's made by Master, and it's basically what you can do is a lot of these surge protectors will have.
This one has a little.
Yeah, kind of like a metal.
Like a hole, so you want to thread the.
Yep, you can thread it through here. So there's two ways to lock this with a cinch lock. Is you can just thread it through the hole right here, and then you can just cinch it around and tighten it, and just making sure that it's tight enough so people can't pull it out. Another way you can do it is a lot of these sites will have little holes right here, which I like to put it through here to make it extra secure. Put it through here. Give it some more slack. Pull this out here. And on the other side, it's really easy. You just put it through the.
So you don't have to wrap it around the tower twice. Once is good?
Yeah, once is good. Yeah, especially once you have this and it's hooked up to this hole and this hole. That should be fine. And you have to unlock it in order to feed this through. So it just goes through pretty easy. And you cinch it, wrap it around a couple of times, and I just kind of like to put it in here.
Just so it's nice and
lock
tidy.
it tidy. So now no one's gonna steal it, and you have electrical power there. Okay, so that's the electrical system.